Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I was I don't know, I've been having some health problems and got a migraine, which I'm just not used to having. I'm 46 years old and haven't really had them until the last year. So I was down for most of the day. And of course, what happens? You're wired. Like I'm so awake now. So figured might as well get this out of the way before I get to what I really want to cover, which is not forking Greeno. But, you know, when it's called for, it's forking called for. So let's say hi to a few people. Professor Pug, so good to have you, a long-standing member and supporter of this channel. An amazing person to boot who keeps me grounded, keeps me focused, and has been an amazing friend. Thank you for being here. Another one, Burn After Reading, best dude on YouTube. Regardless of what Greeno says about us. Inner Indie Anner, hello. Ray Jones. Is this the Ray Jones that I know that you just changed your name a little bit? Because hi, sir. We've got Frank Meister, the deep-voiced man of keeping us all up to date with the truth. We got Truth Sleuth, another great friend. We share lots of laughs. Sand Dollar, hello. Appreciate you being here for the last live. You contributed quite a bit as I was going back through and reviewing the live chat from our last show about Pearl Mutter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions to the chat. Pigs Fly, another member that has been a member for quite some time. So thank you. Smule Time. Oh, I can't. I can't with the Smule. Hearing him sing is like, what would be worse than nails on a chalkboard? That would cover it right there. But Gray Pill. Awesome channel. I hope you're doing well, sir. Hope you're doing well. You guys should subscribe to him because I join him sometimes. He goes live on Tuesdays, which is my cleaning day. So it's hard for me sometimes to have the energy to go on that night, but he's an awesome dude. Very kind, very good, good souled person, which unfortunately are few and far between in this YouTube genre. And he's not really in the Delphi sphere, so he covers other things. But it's good to branch out. That's why I love Raging Tomato and all that they have brought to my life with the manosphere, where I'm not even sure. Bruce, oh my gosh, is this you? Are you back? I have been worried about you, sir. If Brucey, I don't know if you're Brucey B or not, but if not, hello and good evening to you, sir. But yeah, I've been worried about Sharon, Carol, Brucey B, and a few other ones I haven't seen lately. Truth be told, where's she been? A little worried about her. So I have a list where I like to keep up with people, and when I don't see them, okay, good. I'm glad you're back. I hope you are doing okay. I know that last time we emailed, there was some stuff going on in your life, and I hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah, I can't. Yes, okay, good. Okay, right. I thought so. Yes, and I wanna give a special shout out. I wish I could have been there tonight, but the freaking migraines and they make me sick. Like, I need to talk to Anna. Anna Lisette was mentioning that in a chat the other night that she gets migraines, and, like, I would love some advice because I'm not used to it, and I have some irrational thoughts because they're very overwhelming. I mean, it just feels like I wanna just drill a little hole and let some of the pressure out. Like, they've been really bad, and they're just kinda come and go. And, of course, I had a because I think it has to do with another issue that I've been having lately. I've just not been feeling good, really. And, I had I had an appointment with a specialist, and I put it on my calendar for the wrong day. So, I missed it, and it's gonna took months and months to get that one. So, I can't even imagine waiting another 3 to 4 months to get in. So, we'll see. I don't know how much more of this I can take, to be honest. It's been a horrible, probably like 3 months. Thank you, Bruce. I know, me too, Bern. She's so funny. She just, like, nails it, like, super quick. So, what I have done is just, um I don't have any memory on this freaking computer. Like, like, my daughter's 22. I think we got it for her 16th birthday. So you do the math on how old it is, and it just doesn't have any memory. So I make things in Canva. I can't actually, like, download them if they're too big. So we're just gonna look at everything that I've made in Canva from my Canva. That way I don't have to download it and, like, not be able to and get a spinny world. But, it is what it is. Hey, Audra. Good to see you. Really? I haven't. My kids both have. Like, they've had them, basically since they were very little, but I really don't have much experience with them. But man, I can, like, it does give you perspective of, like, what my children go through. So, hey, GP. Let's see. Professor Pug, support this channel that brings cold truth and exposes the blatant lies. Burn after reading blazes the truth too. Yes, 100%. You are right. And GP, I know this is a hard day for you. And I hope you're doing well. I know that that's not even a good hope you're doing well. I know you're not. And I'm sorry for all that you've had to go through and the pain and the suffering and the loss. I can't even imagine. And I love you. And I'm here for you whenever you need to talk. And I know you are super strong. So just keep fighting the good fight. I know those are words that really just don't. Am I loud enough? I hope. They really aren't enough. There's no words when someone loses someone, and we all say, so sorry for your loss. Like, I can't even hardly bring myself to say that because it's so insufficient, of, like, um, the pain of losing a child. I can't, I can't, I can't imagine that. The There's just no words that can make that better, for someone. I think of Miss Cheryl and Miss Dottie and all of the family of the people that we cover. Um, that have not only become, um, they become my family. They become my my friends, my confidants, my I'll be there for you no matter what. And Miss Cheryl made some comments this week. And of course, you know, because Burn After Reading is such a good dude, he did not allow them. He has. Oh, I have it too, where I have to review certain comments if they say certain words, or if they're a certain person, where I review them before I release them. And he had some disgusting things. Just, he's done so much to cause unnecessary pain to the family of Nicole Bowen and Ray Hainish, that for him to say he had, like, there's no proof that he's conned anyone. Fork you, dude. Yes, you have. And you continuously do it to, especially Miss Cheryl, with your inserting Nicole and her ex-husband into your fake ass story about who you were with and who you talked to and who told you about the murders. And for you to make a forking video after all that you did to them back in the day of using the murder, which isn't actually true. Your mother was not forking murdered, to pull at their heartstrings so that they would share more with you. You're a sick bastard for doing that. And then you have continuously, not only did you do that back when this first happened to them, you used them and you stole from them. I don't care what you say. We all know the truth. And someone who is a kind person covered for most of the money you stole, but not all. And then that money that you never gave, you blamed it on your ex. How convenient for you. Nothing's ever your fault, right? We've ruined your life. No, sir. You're not even a sir. You don't even deserve to be called that. You have continuously used the name of Nicole Bowen, especially for your own gain, and for you to dare talk back to her. And I can't. Like, I'm so done. I'm so done. To make a video for the person that is all about Ashley Garth being innocent, you made a video for her. And then you go on to insert yourself into the Delphi case and pull Nicole and her ex-husband right along with you continuously. You do it on purpose. You do it because you know. And let me just tell you one thing. If you met those two, especially if you met Nicole's aunt and her mother out in public, you would be stomped into the ground, because they are not going to back down from you like you like to claim. Like, you think that if you even saw me in public, I would back out of all of the stuff. Hell to the no. And if you think that those two women would not put you right in your forking place and literally win, like, there's no way you don't even stand a chance up against those two, one-on-one or together. Like, no chance would you stand. Not only are they some of the best people I know, but you've done so much to hurt them, murder victims' families, and then you proceed to lie and say that you've done nothing and there's no proof. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly, GP. He would get smashed. Yeah, I don't feel one bit forking sorry for CJ. I just got sent the police report of what CJ did, and let me just tell you one thing. That guy is you all know that I've read all of the documents of Greeno's extensive domestic violence, um, criminal history, the habitual violent felon that he is. Um, and some of those, they surround the same exact verbiage because these men that are domestic violent abusers habitually follow the same damn pattern. And CJ is no different. And Ohio better step up or someone's going to end up dead. And I'm not kidding. That guy is horrible. They get in a fight. So they go out with her coworkers. He's acting just fine the whole time they're out. She sees someone she knew from like high school. She calls him by the nickname that he had. CJ proceeds to act all fine until they get in the car. And then he starts accusing her of cheating because she called this old friend a nickname. So he loses his mind with jealousy pattern. Greeno has done the same thing to an ex repeatedly, the one that he pulled a knife on and abused for years in multiple different ways, mentally, physically, financially, check all the boxes. And he did that to her because she had got a message from someone in her apartment building. Like, and he accused her of the same thing. There's a pattern with these motherfuckers. And it's no different. Oh my gosh. Did you hear me? Wish you were here, sir. I said it the other day. I was like, we need CD back. We need him back. And then here you are in my chat. Yeah. I don't know that he's worse. I think he's as equally as uh it's not going to end well. And that's why it was so important for me the last time that I talked about CJ, just to bring up the Bryson Rivers, because this is like literally following that same pattern. And at what point does the system, law enforcement, the judicial system, override for the protection of the victim? I don't want to. This is this back to the report, the police report for CJ. He gets so mad. He's mad in the car. They get home. He's throwing her phone. He's demanding to see it. Sounds familiar. Greeno does that to all of his victims. And then he proceeds to, long story short, smack her in the face and pull her hair out in clumps that the responding officer was able to find and verify that he did that. He goes to jail. She refuses to do everything, probably because she knows it's not going to work. They're going to let him out. And that would be scarier. And he gets what was it, True Sleuth, $50,000 bond. Someone pays it. Like, this guy is going to, like, this is how these things start. This is how they start. This is the escalation of when they start to lose control of their victims, which is usually their spouse. And let me just tell you, what happened to my friend is why I do what I do. She was brutally mutilated to death in a bed that she was in with her children because he lost control of her. She had finally had it and was leaving him. You don't leave someone that you are a possession of. And these men, CJs and Greenos and Joe Warnocks of the world, you are not a person. They don't give a flying fork about you. You are a possession. They own you. In the bed with her children, mutilated her body so bad that her mother couldn't even hold her hand. That's why I do what I do. That's why this is important to me, because this is the only preventative thing we could do. And I also feel like it does help the families of the victims that he latches onto. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. He's a forking monster. And it's time that people like, if you're not going to stand up, especially men, if you're not going to stand up to these guys literally being in the true crime community, at least don't go on a panel with them. Like, if you're not going to, like, oh, that's drama. Really? Is that really drama? What if that was your daughter? Would that be drama if he was doing that to your daughter? But the preventative part, like, we cover all these cases where there's no, the victims are already dead. They've already been killed. But then when you get into the domestic violence genre of true crime, there is a potential to save. And if it's just one person, then I have like, that they've seen the coverage, they've heard about it, they look into him, look into CJ, and they avoid them in the future. Hopefully his wife gets away. I pray to God that she does, because this is not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all. This is not somebody that is going to ever be able, like, they don't change. They don't change, and you're not safe. And you need to get as far away from him as possible before you end up dead. Bottom line. I would love to. I would love to help her. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Yeah. There are monsters of all types. And the thing is the ones that the outliers are the random um uh murders, serial killers, murders that don't know the victims. Those are literally in the low percent of what true crime is. But the domestic murder is at an all-time high. Domestic violence, the perpetrators being in the family, like, it's indisputable that it is a major, major problem. And, like, parapolitics, statistics tell us that is more likely to be killed by lightning. That's a really shitty thing to say, sir. I'm going to remove you. I don't like that one bit. That's ridiculous, and that's not true. Absolutely not true. Yeah. True animals walk amongst us. Why doesn't everyone wake up to them and stop giving an audience for their nonsense? Court documents say no protective order was issued. It's freaking, I know. I know. Hey, I know. We have a, hey, Gonzo. Glad you're here. You make me happy when you're here when you pop in. I'm pretty sure he's in Washington State. Yeah, he's wandering around again. He's lost everything, which we'll get to because I clipped that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he says he's okay. All right. I'm glad. Let's collab soon. Soon, sir. I want to hear your opinions. Right. That's right, Bern. They sure are. Like I call Ashley Garth and Garrett Kurtz that we're getting together, like pulsar stars. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with like pulsar stars, but they're basically when two stars are like dying and they get in each other's orbit, they create this like vortex of this figure eight until they finally collide. And they either has a massive, I think I'm forgetting now my research on pulsar stars, but a black hole or a massive explosion. And that's what it's like when Ashley Garth and Garrett Kurtz, Greenos and CJs find each other. They're two pulsar stars that are going to end up exploding and hurting people. Yeah, I know they are, dude. Yeah, she refused, you know. Um, but I know that they're at least in Indiana under our Indiana criminal code. Um, there are times when the judge says, regardless of what the victim is wanting, the acts are so bad. Remember, he strangled her not too long ago. So this is a new incident that just happened in September. He got like September 6th. True Sleuth helped me out with the dates. And I think someone bailed him out on a $50,000 bond on like the 9th. So, all right. And if anyone sees any ridiculousness that like what parapolitics just put in here, and that you're a mod, absolutely ridiculous. And it's literally not true. It's asinine. All right. Yeah. You're not stupid. No. It is it's not easy. And a lot of people don't understand the psychology of domestic abuse, especially when it involves the coercive control, the manipulation, the gaslighting, like all the things. And when it involves children. Imagine your husband or wife is a complete monster. They are physically violent and you want out, but you've already had kids together. And just like what happened to Nakota Kelly when his mom did not allow him back in her life. He so wanted the control over her. And when he was losing it and losing control of his son, he he brutally murdered him, dismembered him, and put him in 3 different states. Why? so that to punish her. These are possessions to these men, these monsters. These monsters, women are too, you know? You don't just get to walk away. And Nakota's mom had to learn, she lost her son. And I damn sure hope she wins that lawsuit against CPS because they failed her. They failed that little boy massively. And that it wasn't a condition of his plea agreement to tell them where he hid this poor little boy's body in 3 states, that was not a part of the condition of his plea is sickening. It's absolutely deplorable to me. That is a broken system right there. Absolutely broken. Hey, Boston. Good to see you here. Okay, so let's get to this. Listen, this is not a burn after reading awesome video. This is just this isn't, I am not that, but this is really like I didn't even I put a lot together, but it did need a lot more work, but I can't download it because I don't have the space. So I'm just gonna have to bear with me on this one. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you, sir. Okay, I need to cough, and I don't want to do that into your ear hole. So give me 1 second. Okay. When I share my screen, you guys know I don't have it together when it comes to share just StreamYard. So if you can't hear it, let me know. I've got the chat up on my phone, so I'll be able to see it. But hopefully you can. No, I can't.
It's crucial that we hold each other accountable.
Can y'all hear it? That was a little low to me.
And
Whoa.
it's crucial that we hold each other accountable
Sound
and ensure
good?
that our
Let me know.
content is based on truth and evidence.
Okay, thank you, Bern. I wonder why it's not letting me share, like, why I gotta have... Oh, it is. Okay. Looks like, I think. All right. First little clip. Of course, he's taking these down.
It's crucial that we hold each other accountable and ensure that our content is based on truth and evidence, not truth.
Oh, well, then this is just so fitting because that's what I'm doing, holding you accountable for your lack of truth and lack of anything about actual justice with your fake freaking docu-series.
Truth or consequences. So I'm the biggest liar in town.
Yup.
Basically, sometimes you have to be able to go to jail in order to get some of the answers that you absolutely need. You have to be able to play both sides, and I know how to arrest people from the bounty hunting thing, investigate and find people, and I just know how to be a criminal. You know what I mean? And I use those things, dude, to better understand other crimes and other situations and experiences that no one else has had that I have.
Meet the new Graz, by the way. Old Casey here. If anyone remembers, he's got a pattern of this. Latching on and taking over other people's channels.
You know, that are directly.
But I think the biggest thing I want people to understand from you and I both is that sometimes you say things off of emotion that you may mean.
Pay attention to this absolute BS that Casey's about to say here. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Sometimes you say things off of emotion that you really may mean it in the moment, but in the moment you may be completely against the fire. And it's not fair to judge somebody when they are completely against the fire compared to what they actually set out from their basis to do this from the get-go. You know, you got Greeno with...
So, I didn't catch the whole clip, and obviously it was taken down, but like, notice what he says there is like judging someone based on when they're completely against the fire, when their back's up to a wall, how do they behave? How does Greeno behave? Death threats, all kinds of crazy ass shit, saying he killed Abby and Libby. You know, like all of the bullshit when he feels backed into a corner. Same with this Joker mother effer Casey. So basically he's telling you, like, don't judge us. The cognitive dissonance there. Don't judge us by when we're like feeling attacked. Don't judge our character by that. Judge us when we're just like not feeling. No. The true judge of a character is how someone acts when their back is up against the wall and when they are facing adversity, and how they react in those moments are the true character of the human being, not with this bullshit. Why would these guys be saying that? Why would they want you to believe that, like, don't judge us by the bad stuff we do. Judge us when we're not doing that stuff. No, that's ass backwards, and only two people that continuously do bad acts would say some BS like that to get you to try to believe and feel bad for them. Ridiculous.
With the murder.
I could not stomach the fact that these people might cause this dude to walk. And if they do, I'll finish it. I promise. I'll finish it. I will make sure this case ends with the right justice. Do you remember way back in the 1800s that Carroll County hung a man? Because he was going to get off on a technicality? Did you know that? Think about this guy. He's a known liar.
And and y'all want him in a county jail. Greeno's been in Cass. He's been in White. He's been in Carroll. He don't care to go back. Richard Allen having a safekeeping order is absolutely what needed to happen to keep him safe, to keep him away from people like this guy. Like, did you not see? He's literally showing a picture of a hangman. He gets away within YouTube. I guarantee my video will be censored because of that. That's why I didn't even monetize it, because I already know, because this has happened to me several times. When I replay, I don't speak. I show you, I use his own words against him. This is his own words. Literally posts that picture that you just saw. And he has threatened to kill Richard Allen repeatedly. If he's not arrested on sight, if he shows up in Carroll County, we all need to be asking some very difficult questions, and we need to be freaking, I would join a protest for that this man right here would be able to go to that murder trial and be anywhere near the Delphi courthouse after threatening to kill a man if justice isn't served out properly the way he thinks it should be. That's a huge forking problem. And I tagged Tony Liggett, the sheriff of Carroll County, in a post on Twitter, and wait till you see his response to that. What I said to Tony Liggett. It'll be coming up towards the end.
He lied about the crime scene photos. He lied about giving them to Julie Melvin. He lied about all that stuff. Okay? He's a liar. The dude.
He's talking about Rick Snay here. But let's just bring this back to him. This is what he literally, I think I have the clip. Like I've lied in the past, but I'm not lying now. Like, you can believe me now, even though I've lied in the past about this case, this very case. Everything that he says that other people are is literally a projection of what he actually is. Okay?
He's a piece of shit. He's a liar. And I still stand by what I told him that day. It's still going to happen. Just know my fists come with them. And that's it. Out of $30,000, we have only $2,500 left.
Okay. Just going to bring you back here. So when he first started this whole fake docu-series, because he got mad because he wasn't on, no one in actual media will allow him on their platform, because he is a piece of shit. He was like, so he's got these offers, right? He posts this on his channel, and one of them is just to film only for this production company, which you'll see it here in a second. So we got $2,400 for that. We got the film and color grading, whatever the fork that is, at $3,000, and then film and produce project from the guy that's GP Film Group. So he calls himself a producer, yet he's going to pay some other producers $6,000. But how do any of these three numbers equal to, what did he just say? 30,000? Like, the shit ain't adding, people. And the amount that he needs, like, I don't know if any of you noticed, but he snuck in there, oh, I need a new computer. How many more forking computers are you going to buy this fool? Like, this documentary is never going to air on anything. It will probably air on his channel. I mean, think of it. It is not even filmed at the actual bridge. He has clips of interviews that he's not actually done. He's clipped them from other channels because he can't get interviews. He may have a few, but if he's going to fill this up, that's not a thing. Like, the whole thing, Byrne breaks it down for you. Go check out his videos. This is ridiculous. This is not true.
And once that's done, there it is. We made it. We did it. And the whole goal of this
so freaking manipulative. Can't you guys see how manipulative he is?
series is not to make a movie about Richard Allen. It's not to get rich, because I can guarantee you that I'm not getting anything from this except the satisfaction that this happened. The satisfaction that me and my fans and my supporters and people that wanted to know the truth stood up for what was right, and
He wouldn't know the forking truth that hit him in his asshole. Like, let's be real. He's already admitted to you he doesn't tell the truth. Let's believe him on that, because this is sickening. This is something that I want to stand up for the families against, and I am proud of that. Not that I think this is actually going to air on anywhere. No live streaming, whatever, Microsoft, whatever the fork that ridiculousness is. This is a guy that is known for faking documents and messages repeatedly over and over and over again. That's his pattern. That's what he does. Like, come on, people.
put all of our money into it to make sure the truth was told.
Well, here he goes.
For 2 little girls.
Always got to wear a hat when he's about to get his emotions on, which are, they couldn't be more fake. Do you see a single tear in this dude's eyes? Do you not see how hard he is trying? Like, he doesn't give a shit about them. And for him to speak for them is sickening. It's sickening.
The truth was told. And that there's people out there that's going to do anything and everything they can to stop it. But I got news for each and every one of you. My fans outweigh your fans. Abby and Libby supporters outweigh the Richard Allen supporters.
Stop. So manipulative. Like, absolutely manipulative. Oh my God. You know what? He's a gigolo. Yeah, he fits that definition real grand. And he's got a group of them. If you look up the definition of gigolo, you know, he's got a group of them. And those are the ones that support him against all reasonability and sanity, you know. It's so sad to me, the amount of money that these people have given to this fool who could care less about them. He's told them so repeatedly. It's in my long ass series about him.
And no matter where I am, what I do, or what you put me through, never, ever will I give up fighting for justice.
Like, this is the most ridiculous. Like, come on. Look at this. Fake. This is a pattern with him. He does this when he, you know, when he really needs the money, which has been changing ever so often. Like, he needed this much, and then, oh, I have, you know, I'm only like 500 short. I don't know the exact amount, but now all of a sudden he needs 20 something, 2,000 and some again. Like, hello. Math ain't mathin' here. This homeless mofo who's been going live on his phone on somebody else's channel, and you'll see it coming up. But look at this, like, fake emotion. He has zero. Look at his face. Look at the way that he is acting here. There's nothing genuine about him at all. He's a predator. He's a con man. That's what he is.
2 teen girls. And if you guys want to contribute to the docuseries fund, $2,500 is what we need. It's on my PayPal. PayPal.me/.
Oh, Oh, look. Here we go. Here's what it's all about for him. He's going to pour out his heart with his hat on. You know, which is something we've seen him do time and time again. I think he wears a hat so we can't see a glint in his eyes of like actually getting off on the lies and the deceit and the manipulation of people. And then what is okay? So he's setting it up for like we're all about getting the truth. We're happy and I'll be damned if oh, and if you want to be a part of getting the truth out there and fighting against those free Richard Allen people, here's my PayPal link. Come on, people.
Anthony Greeno. Hit me up right here. Greeno.
Let me flash something for you.
From the True Crime Pursuit. I'll see you tomorrow night with Casey. He talks crap about people on the internet. They post articles about them. You know how many people have tried to ruin the Delphi documentary series by calling the
proudly trying to ruin it. Proudly, because it is a disgrace to murder victims. It is an absolute disgrace. I just want you to see, because I'm proud of this. I'm not embarrassed at one bit. I did not call Van Dyke Visuals. Why don't you stand up and tell the truth, sir? I proudly messaged him and I proudly sent him an email to the link on his website to email him. Oh, which conveniently, it doesn't go anywhere. You'll see that coming up. But I said, hello, I am seeking confirmation that you or your company are owed money, because that's what he's telling everybody. They have to pay Van Dyke Visuals in order to get this, fake docu-series. Then he can do whatever, and then he's got somebody buying it. It's all bullshit that I've literally showed you how many times he's done this in the past. Have any of those come to fruition? Not a fucking one. Owed money by Anthony Greeno. He is asking for donations to pay you $1,000 or so. Again, keeps on changing how much he needs based on his homelessness and his habits, his drug habits, and needing a computer. What happened to your old one? It ain't nobody's fault that you can't keep a home or a girlfriend because you abuse her. It's your forking fault. And so, yeah, I asked for this docu. He is saying once he raises the money, he will be able to air it or sell it to TV streaming platforms that are already interested. Is any of this true? This Van Dyke Visual says he is a legit videographer, producer. I'm very proud, and I'll be proud if they want to come out and say who they are that called this mofo right here. Proud of you too. But all I did was I sent him a message on Facebook, and I sent him an email that got rejected because the email doesn't exist. Shocker.
Producer of this. Do you know how people have tried to ruin that? Mel Roberts is one, that Burn After Reading guy. They call them and they try to get them to say shit. Look, they're under a contract. Ain't nobody going to say anything. But it just goes to show the level of people that don't want the truth to air. They don't want the truth to air. And everyone thinks that I'm gone from YouTube. All we have to do is reach out to the people that followed me on my channel, because I can't literally go to the extent where they tried it, like, that I've ever done.
Oh, this is the rejection I got. I sent the same email. I just copied and pasted what I wrote on Facebook Messenger. Try to get a hold of these. So it's Van Dyke, D Van Dyke at vdvisuals.com. This email is what I got from Van Dyke Visuals website on Google. You can look it up yourself. Address not found. Shocker. They're probably scammers too, or they would have gotten back to all the people that have been called and inquiring about this stupid fool. If you are a legitimate producer, you know that the shit that he is trying to put into his docu-series is not legit and not going to fly.
Done anything like that. Ever. Because I haven't. As a matter of fact, the person who spreads that lies the most, she is fabricating it. Fabricating shit. Just fabricating stuff. And you know what's so crazy, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to tell you this. So these people literally go to the extent where they tried it, like Mel, Burn After, they called the production company, okay, which is my friend. So, like, I know, all right, and chances are I'm there, like, with them, okay? So, and he
Hope
texted
they're
me, he's like, hey,
safe.
someone called, they said they were trying to make a contribution. They're lying. Look how, that's how conniving these people are. They will call a production company and lie to them and be like, oh, I want to donate a pretty significant amount, knowing damn well they're not going to, right? Okay, so they're just trying to get information from them to try to screw up the television series. So that is what's going on. I mean, these people are trying their best. Again, getting trolled by Hoosier Cold Cases, who catfished my daughter and was talking nonsense
Not true.
to her. And then he gets backed up by Mel, who's like, oh, he's such a good dude because he's never been arrested. But
I've never even said that.
They called the police on me in Canada and had the SWAT, had told the police that I'd killed my girlfriend and I was killing myself.
Never did.
And the police came to my house at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, if I had it, I'd have let y'all know because I would have been proud of it. You know, but if you remember, like what he neglects to tell you is this is the time that he was going bananas, threatening to kill people in like specific ways. So, yeah, some people probably called the authorities on him. And to think that his ex-girlfriend, who I hope, was in danger. Yeah. Why? Because he puts all of the ones before her in danger. Every single one have been in danger because of this dude. So if someone, and listen, if I had called the Canadian authorities, yes, I know they're Canadian, but I like to call them Canadian. If I had called them, I would have let you know because I would have been proud of it. Like, but that this mofo tries to watch what he does, like he's about to do right here.
Okay, inside of it. They came in. No question, just came in. All right. Now, these people are horrible people. So, let me tell you what they've caused. They've caused me some serious shit in life. Like, really bad, horrible things. Horrible things. They caused me to lose my home and all sorts of stuff, okay? But then, to make it worse, the only thing I got left is this case and this series. Okay, because I worked so hard at it. This is what I'm really focused on right up getting ready to trial. This series is the best thing I can do because it tells the whole story and it's the truthful story. Even
I'll back it up a little bit. There's a lot of crabs in here. But did you see that? Did you catch that? Of how he is the victim of us. He's lost A, B, C, and D because of us. Zero accountability per use. Like literally, it's always someone else's fault. There's never any accountability for when you say really messed up stuff on the internet and then like the amount of things that y'all don't know that occurred between him and the newest next ex-girlfriend, the latest ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Like, I hope she's able to stay safe from him, but like no accountability for what he's the one. I don't have any. I am telling you, I am breaking down his own words that he says, and I will continue to do so. Like I told him years ago when he stole money from murder victims' families. I will I will go level 12 psycho on you, and I will be your very own Beth Dutton online. Like, I ain't playing. And when somebody, this is why I save my forks. This is why. I don't give them away randomly out like candy. I save them for shit like this. For this guy right here. Save up my forks so that I have forks to give, and I don't give a flying fork about the adversity that I face because I do so. I don't give two shits who thinks I'm doing this for drama, for views, for whatever. I don't care. It's not stopped me in how many years now? It's not going to stop me now. I do this because this is a cause that is fork worthy of my forks. Point blank period. And I've got them saved up. And here we are. How many years later? Ugh. Even though lately, like, I feel like the shit that people are believing, the stuff that he has been saying lately, like, it's offensive to my intelligence that other people actually take it seriously. So I've been avoiding even talking about him because it's just like, again, you don't care about, like, people don't care about the truth. They don't care. Like, they don't care about the truth. They can't, if you can't see through this dude, then, like, I don't know what to tell you, you know? Read some books, get some get a psychologist, get some help so that you can, because this is a pattern of behavior for him. And, like, there are books out there that could help you to not fall for these types of people in the future, because they're predators and he's preying on your vulnerabilities, point blank period. Stop feeding that.
To make it worse, the only thing I got left is this case and this series. Okay, because I worked so hard at it. This is what I'm really focused on, right up getting ready to trial. This series is the best thing I can do because it tells the whole story and it's the truthful story. Even if I Southern style, sit back and I'm just laughing and I'm like, hey, what?
That little clip was just to let you know that disgusting, like, who does that? Did you guys listen to the lyrics of his rap? Like, what he is saying that he wants to do to the girl from Unraveling, who I don't like and nobody can make me, never gonna happen, don't like her at all. Don't like her co-hosts, not having a bit of them. I see right through them. See right through all three of them. Her, Meow, and Yellow Jacket, and Mothman, and whatever else they want to call themselves. Don't like him. At the same time, this motherfucker saying that he can't wait to F her in the ass, like, in his rap lyrics. He's saying he wants to rape her. It's a crime to sodomize another human being. Okay? Like, cool, fun rap, like, whatever. But the words are important because these are reflections of what he actually wants to do. Okay? But that was just to show you that his body ain't like that. Them nipples are, I don't know, something genetic going on there for a man to have that big of weird nipples. Just saying. Where are we at now?
Watch this. Like, I'll sit here with my friend.
Oh. Oop.
Just on right up getting ready to trial. This series is the best thing I can do because it tells the whole story and it's the truthful story.
Blah.
Even if I
Not the truth.
Southern style. I sit back and I'm just laughing and I'm like, hey, watch this. Like, I'll sit here with my friends and I'll be like, hey, watch this. You want?
This was the part that I was like, someone sent me this, like, oh Lord, here he goes, you got to check this out. So I click on it, and this is the part that I clicked on in, is him saying that he had real life friends. Like, He's sitting here with his friends. But he's like saying like, ooh, watch this. I'm going to get people riled up by threatening to kill them online. This is one that he sent me August 4th. TikTok, TikTok, slice, scream, laugh, blood. Yeah. Yeah. Sitting around with his, he doesn't have friends. Come on.
Stirred up all over the internet. Watch this. I'll be like, I'll just kill you. And okay. And we're sitting there laughing, say it all funny and stupid, and then send a fucked up message, and then people will be like, I can't believe you did that. But you know.
So let me read this to you since I find it really annoying when people like share the screenshot, but please read them so we don't have to like try to read them from tiny screens for everyone out there. And like, I know I'm guilty of it when I make videos because it's super hard, but like, well, let's try better and like read them. He says, I wasn't a part of any search. I saw the searchers at the city building. Or maybe I am the killer and got away with not one, but multiple killings. And I'll continue to do so. True Crime Investigates. This is what he said. It gets better, though. There's more.
What? If I've ever done that, it was probably deserved.
Deserved. Uh-oh. Okay, I think now we're just like, that's all the audios I could gather. But this is just getting into some of the 2024 latest crap that he does. So, whomever, I don't know, I'm a part of like, I think I did, like somebody sent me this group because he was in there and it was like, well, let's see if one of his, because they're basically one of his cougars that have been supporting him for way too long. So she gives him admin, and his first move as admin is to remove me and make a post about it. I just wanted everyone to know that this woman is not allowed in our chats, as all she does is stalk and harass me. She recently called the police with "Who's your cold cases?" and had them sent to my home. They busted in at 4 o'clock in the morning because she told them I was killing somebody. Behavior like this will not be tolerated with our community, and we will not allow people to continue to troll and harass people and their families and friends. Banning Mel from Delphi Killer. Time for justice. Ooh, gosh, I'm so sad I got banned from that group that I didn't even like. I joined because it was just like, let's see if old honey lets me in. Let's see. So it was actually just kind of a joke between friends, and they let me join, and then this happened, which is priceless. Like, come on, dude. Okay, this is to the Twitter. He's banned from Twitter now, if y'all didn't notice. Let's see, what's he say here? The more I sit and watch this dumb shit, the more I realize that I wish I could do a Greeno voice, but I can't. This is no longer fun or my passion. I'm not a true crime writer. Yeah, we know you can't write for shit. I actually don't watch or follow it at all. That's pretty evident. So I'm selling this channel to anyone who wants to use it for whatever. Okay, this is his channel. This is True Crimes Investigates. He's selling it. But yet now he's saying he had to take it down because of his movie deal. Come on, people. The only reason I did this was for Delphi. Oh, he's such a victim. And I'm 100% that this will end the way I want it. I want it? Richard Allen is guilty. YouTube was won before people started supporting a child killer. Now it's just a constant fight with a bunch of attorneys who lie, cheat. Here again, not proof he's not a writer. Period, lie, period, cheat, comma, then blame it on the judge. Yes, I'm talking about Weineke, Baldwin, Rosie, and Mutta, and all the rest of these dumb effers. It's so funny to watch these defense attorneys sit back and bitch about shit and get a following behind them. Then their client is found guilty and their comments are no longer fighting for the client. It's, quote, we fought hard. Way too many dots. It's just 3, Greeno. Dot, 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 dot. And lost. Guess what? You all fought hard against the truth and the truth prevailed. Not by you been not telling the truth for years. No, sir. Oh, I don't even remember. No, we're not going to show that one. I didn't edit it. Oh, come on. Here he goes again, you know. So this is on the I'm Selling My channel. I seem to think 3,000 is fair considering it makes 500 a month currently and has about 5,000 subs and 1 year's worth of content. Oh. Come on. No. No. So here's him, you know. Mel is about to get, you know. And then somebody, thank you very much. I respectfully blocked out your name and now I forgot who you are, but they were like, what's that supposed to mean? It sounds like a threat. If you haven't gotten anything rational to say, you always resort to threatening people. Yeah, no, I don't. She calls my friends family, significant others, employers, sends the cops to my house and tells them I'm suicidal and to force entry into my home, stalks me. So yes, it is affecting my family. This is to the point someone is going to jail over this. I hope it's you, because that's where you deserve to be. You actually have a warrant. I spoke with an investigator, and the prosecutor is going to assist me in filing charges against her, and maybe a CPL. What, I don't even know what those others. And yes, it's something that she is making worse. It's not CG I even care about. I don't have an issue with her. Was just I just want my stuff back, which is bullshit about his freaking stuff that he leaves everywhere in his trail because he goes to jail because he's a couch surfer who's never even had his own place, but making other people so angry and they're going to react to her. I've got some crazy messages from people saying that I shouldn't worry about anything, that they will resolve the issue for me. This is old, but I felt like it was relevant because he just said that he put my address and Burns' address for people to find because he's wanting people to come after us. And listen, go right ahead and try. Would you like me to give you a tour of what's just to my right? Would you like a tour of what you're going to be walking into if you come to this house? Listen. No. But that's what he wants. I've never once put out his address, the address of anyone, even in his court documents, when I have every right to leave it on there, because that's how the court documents come. I redact it. It is not okay to put people's addresses anywhere and to ask people to go and hurt them, to take care of them, because they tell the truth about you online and you don't like it because it hurts your pocketbooks and your drug habits and your girlfriend habits. Aww. I'm about to be honest. Yes, people who get involved in people's lives in a personal manner should think twice before they do something that can cause harm to someone else. You're the only one that's going out and causing harm to not only this community, but the people that are in your life, your family, your children, and anyone that happens to cross paths with you. In the end, you always end up hurting them. At what point are you going to take personal accountability, step back, and get some help, if that's possible? Oh, here he goes talking to, he thinks he's super clever. He's the tagged, like the defense lawyers. You must be stupid. Like anyone is stupider. I know that's not a word, but it fits him. Anyone is stupider than him. The incident isn't even a woman. It's my brother, you idiot. But I'd gladly beat a woman down for talking shit. You are one of them. Can't wait to kill you too. The final boss. This is what he calls him, the final boss of the Delphi case. Sick. I don't have time for you. But this someone. But let's see if the FBI in Vancouver do threaten my life and then block me. You are not sure what they said there. That's I don't know. Oh my gosh, okay. So here he is being a completely like, this is the guy you're supporting that is like, dear trans community, don't tell me I have to accept you for who you are when you couldn't accept yourself for who you were. There's a story behind this, but I've decided not to tell it, of how sickening is that he in particularly posted this. Are you kidding me? I didn't put the Liggett ones in there. Oh, I'm gonna have to find those. No, you're gonna have to wait for me for a second so I can find. Aw, hey Mayo. Thank you, sir. I hope you're well. Aw, thank you, Indianer. I get it now. Oh, I have moments. Indianer. Thank you. Well, please say you never met him ever. I'd be scared. I met him one time. He came to a hearing for the family that he screwed over. And let's just say, when you meet him in real life, you're just like, what? Yuck. He is a dirty bird. Who comes to court dirty? Ew. And he's little. I'm taller than him. I think my muscles might even be bigger. Like, I'm not afraid of him, except for he likes to use knives, to commit his crimes with, and like beat up women. So there's that. But I think I could take him. I damn sure know that Miss Cheryl could. So it's funny that he wants her to step up to him. That's hilarious. your little your little AI that you made like had me crying. Like, I laughed out loud on that one. Yeah. Yeah, he's something else. Yeah, his eyes are they're scary. His eyes are scary. Oh. Yeah, they are. I'm going to get Cold a hoodie that says these mother effers have their patterns. That is right. I do talk about the patterns a lot because it's true. That's funny, Boston. Hey, Alma. I know. One day he will. Just a matter of time. Yeah, completely pathetic is right. Hey, lighting. Yes, please like and share and subscribe. Let's go ahead and do that. I promise I won't annoy you by going live all the time because I'm very inconsistent on here because this is not my full-time job. Yeah, that was. There's a few of those. I know you know. So fake. Yeah, she is, and you're right. He doesn't, and I hope she is free and clear. Are you saying he's got those weird puffy nipples? Well, I'm just saying that he likes to be his AI where he's like inappropriately humping something, but that is not his bod. That's all I'm saying. Something large about him. There's something just, I don't know. I don't know. They look like somebody's just been breastfeeding off of them. Like a baby's just been breastfeeding off of them. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'm going to pause because I want you to read what, I don't know why it didn't end up in my thing. Hopefully I have it in my Canva and I just forgot to add it to it. But I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go find those titillating stuff that he said to Liggett based on me telling Liggett to do his damn job. So I'm gonna pause this real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. No music because I don't have that. I don't have things. So you guys just entertain yourself and talk amongst each other, and I will be right back. Okay, here we go. There it is. Okay. So this is, I said, do something to him, like, because he's, threatening to kill everybody in town and Richard Allen. Do something about your boy, because the warrant he has is in Carroll County. So He says, do something. These crazy bitches are freaking out over here. One day I'm going to follow through with what she, like, what he can't talk. So, through, she says. Follow through with what she says. Um, that's scary. Well, Tony, maybe you should tell her what you told the other people constantly screwing with me, which I have no doubt that this is not true. Tony Liggett didn't say this to him, but he's saying, quote, don't F with the bull, you won't get the horns. Tony, tell them about the guy whose neck I broke. When you break someone's neck, what happens to them? And skull I crushed in jail for snitching. Probably a lie. But who knows? And don't you find it funny, neither myself or these crazy people live in Carroll County, as if you actually have any jurisdiction over me or anyone outside the country? Duh. Duh. Here's another one. These people are dead, by the way. Anna Duncan, Lisa Hinton, and Jeremiah Fitzgerald, they're dead. Just left Carroll County Sheriff's Department heading to Florida. Well, that's terrifying. And the words before mean the other people who called me bridge guy all happened to die by mysterious circumstances. Lisa Hinton, Jeremiah Fitzgerald, Anna Duncan. Who else? Why would the cops arrest me when we are all in it together? Probably, like, I don't think that last line is true. But, like, he's literally implicating himself in the deaths of 3 different people. And who else? Who else have I done this to? Just read you the one earlier about where he's saying that, you know, he killed Abby and Libby again. Like, this is the stuff that he does. This is why he deserves, like, he doesn't take any accountability. It's my fault. It's Byrne's fault. It's anybody that speaks out against him's fault. But he goes around saying this types of stuff, and he says this stuff live. You heard it earlier. They probably deserved it. Like, come on. I can't. Hey, pretty good. I'm not feeling good. I wasn't feeling good earlier, and then now I can't sleep, so I came on here. Same, CD. Is Cheryl here? Did I miss her? I meant to send her. It's not public. Oh, there she is. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to send it to you right now because I forgot earlier. And Byrne would never allow him to make these kind of comments under your comments on his, you commented on Byrne's, and Greeno responded, but he didn't allow it on his channel because he's an upstanding dude. But I wanted to send it to you so you got a good laugh tonight. So this is what Cheryl has to say on this is on Byrne, a video that he made about exposing Greeno. So I trusted this man, and this one is on there for you all to go read for yourself. When my daughter was brutally murdered in Newton County, I did a podcast with him, and in the end, he screwed me over. I dare him to start shit with me. I also will protect my friends, and I didn't save from read more. I don't know. So this is his response to her that Byrne blocked. And I got his permission to share this with her. So when I come, so this is him to a murder victim's mother, okay? This is Nicole Bowen's mother. So when I come to Delphi next month, I'm going to stop just south of Lafayette. To to a place and I'll meet you there, and I want to hear you say this shit to my face. I want to hear you tell everyone how horrible I am and prove it, because the only things I'm hearing from people is a bunch of talk and no evidence to back anything. None of you guys all sound like the defense team for Richard Allen. What? That doesn't even make any sense. But listen, if Greeno wants to meet up with Cheryl, I will be there for it, because he has victimized, murdered. Nicole Bowen was murdered by Garrett Kurtz and Ashley Garth and the delinquents, Jasmine Parker, Talitha Beckley, with some assistance from Christopher Mathis. And so back then, he used the fake murder of his mother to get them to think that he is relatable to them. So he manipulated them during the interview. He twisted everything, and him and Ed Bounds made it about Delphi and not Nicole and Ray. And then he proceeded to pocket the money for the fundraiser to help them get to and from court and to ease the burden on them. I don't care how much it was. And I know that someone else paid the money, that the most of the money that he stole, someone else paid it. But the amount that he stole was kind of minimal. But still, who does that shit? Greenos of the world do that shit. Con men do that shit. And then he proceeds to blame it on his girlfriend. Like, really? It's always someone else's fault. So yes, you did steal from them, and that's why I have been doing this, and you know it. I told you I would go level 12 psycho on you if you stole from them, and you did, and here we are to this day. Why are you shocked by that? I keep my promises, unlike you. And then he proceeds to make a video for Case Gullible, that POS, which is another slap in the face to Cheryl and Nicole's family and Ray's family. Then he proceeds to insert himself even further into the Delphi case by claiming that he was going to Nicole and her ex-husband's house that day and involving Nicole in the day of the murder of Abby and Libby. What? He's such a liar. And then just literally this week, he said that they were the ones that told him that the girls were missing. That her ex-husband was the one that told him that they were missing. Like, he keeps doing these things, and he does it on purpose. Y'all remember what he did to everybody involved with Lindsay Ann, all of the victims of that he literally screwed over. Ashley, like so many families. Poor Dawn has dealt with enough. Like, Tanner Barton's mother literally was like mad that she was coming out against him and telling the truth about what really happened at the March for Justice that he took over and tries to still play to this day. Like, I sent a message to Lindsay Ann of like, hey, Greeno's claiming this now that you guys got case files from Doug Carter and that you reviewed them and that you submitted evidence to genetic, investigative genealogy sites, and then you turned over your investigation to Doug Carter, and they chose to move forward with 3 cases. And she sends me back like, what in the actual F? Like, absolutely not. But think about that logically. Does that even make sense? That the Indiana State Police is going to give actual like lab evidence to some lay people, some citizens, that they're going to give, no, that they can submit. This was never a part of his story back then. He's added this in just like he always does, but she's saying absolutely not. And I left it up to her, like, she's not going to have a problem with me sharing this with you. But I said, hey, if you ever want to set the record straight, please tag me in it. Like, because it's absolutely ridiculous how he has tried to profit off of the good work that Lindsay and her podcast and her husband do they actually do, right? Help me out with the name of it. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. Can't stop, won't stop. And the list goes on with the people that he has victimized. And don't y'all notice, like, he doesn't have any friends that have been around? Like, let's see. How long have I been in this realm? This madness realm? Oh, I don't know. But guess who has consistent, like, we're still friends to this day? Me and Chaotic Beauty and Crime. Who's Your Cold Cases, in spite of our differences on the Delphi case, still friends. I still consider him a friend. Ivy Rose. And the list goes on and on. I've been talking to Burn After Reading for how long? Still in my life. Let's see. Sleuth. Gray. Like, the list goes on of people that, like, we haven't had a falling out. Like, we're still... that again, I'm going to say it, Boston. Like, you're right. Like, I hope I remember, like, put that in a comment so I can remember to get a sweatshirt that actually does say that, because that's hilarious. But people like, people that are not good people can only fake being a good person for so long before, like, even Graz got fed up with him. And how many more before him? Where's him and Beyond the Evidence, which I ain't ever going to give her a break. I don't care what y'all think. Like, I know. And no, she doesn't get a pass from me. No, she does not. Absolutely does not. But they've even had a falling out. He literally falls out with everyone that works with him. And I hope that one girl knows, because her YouTube blew up. Really cool looking chick. I think she had like a pastel colored hair. Help me out with the name of her channel, because she's like, she blew up. Like, she's in the like tens of thousands of subscribers, but she got her start from Greeno. Somebody please tell her she don't owe this motherforker anything. This is what he does. He preys on new people that are wanting to start a channel. Oh, I'll help you. I'll help you. Like, he did it to Callie. He's done it to everybody. Every single person. He never has the same friends consistently. Even Sterling finally got tired and called his bullshit out. Like, it's bound to happen because it's a part of the pattern. Just gonna say that one more time. I wonder what happened between him and the bald guy. Yeah, where's that guy? Can I be a friend? Oh, he would love to use you. Oof. This is his pattern. He's got to have a girlfriend. He can't be alone. And he's got to have an older mother, like a motherly figure. And then he will latch on to a reputable male in true crime. In the true crime genre, he will latch onto them. He will tag them, act like they're BFFs. Like, oh, check out my friend's video, like. And then in reality, he does it to Deb. Like, they don't want anything to do with him, like, at all. But this is what he does. So hopefully you don't get, he doesn't get caught in your web. Like, you don't catch him. Maybe it would be a good thing. I was trying to make a pun there, but it kind of fell flat because I think I got it backwards. Hey, Cindy. Good to see you. 2 women abusers. I know. Ugh. Like, I don't even know how that's a thing. And like why there's only a couple people being like, yeah, like we shouldn't be allowing this in our community. Like let's have some like basic rules of like, no, we're not gonna go on a panel with you. we're not gonna we're not on any kind of team together. Like it's disgusting. Are you talking about Tom Brady? He's your guy. Oh my gosh, did you watch that roast of Tom Brady? That was awesome. One of the best roasts I've seen. It was wild. Yes, I've covered that case. Yes, she is. Yeah, I am. I'm the same. I fill out the brackets for college just for fun, but I don't really know anything about them. It is. I have issues, so I don't even know if you could. It's not just cleaning. It's like spring cleaning. I clean the walls. I sanitize the doors, the anything that anyone might have touched. And there's only 3 people that live in this house. Like, and none of us are dirty people, so it's very abnormal. I clean all the knobs on anything. I clean the ceilings, the walls, the baseboards. The whole house basically gets spring cleaned every Tuesday. It takes me about 9 hours. It's not, it's abnormal. It's not normal. But if I can do it on that one day, and I love lines and carpet. Oof, I love lines and carpet. I have to sweep the carpet 4 times each swipe. So back and forth, back and forth, back and like the whole one row, and then I can move on another. It takes. I'm glad we only have carpet in the bedrooms and one rug because when the whole house was carpeted, minus the bathrooms and the kitchen, it took me probably 2 hours to sweep. Like it's a real problem. But if I can just keep it, because it used to be every day I did this, I would sweep myself, or I had a rake from our carpet cleaning guy who is my family. He gave me a rake for like a gift so that I could rake the carpet into the bed. That's how bad I used to be. Like everything had to be perfect when I went to bed, so I cleaned every day. But I had to change for the happiness of everyone else, and I fell in love with my dogs. You can't have that with dogs. You can't have lines in your carpet with dogs. It's not a thing. They're gonna step on it. Like they're gonna. There's probably an indent on this bed back here because I forgot to straighten it out because the dog was here. I was hoping he was gonna stick around and. But yeah, those lines are very special to me, and I get to have them on Tuesdays. But I don't get to have them every day now because that would be my mental illness really affecting everyone that I love. So, but yeah, that's why it's hard for me to have the energy to join Tuesday nights because I've spring cleaned my house and done every bit of laundry on Tuesday. I know I am diagnosed with it actually, like a real one. Like it's in my chart, but it's very abnormal. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Truth Sleuth. Hey, Chris. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, like, if there's one guy that has CD as well, I wish I'm ready for him to come back to, but True Crime Web has just been, Mr. Steve has just been, um, no matter where he goes, no matter what day of the week, like, he's just one of the best. And we're lucky to have him in this community and that he offers himself up no matter if your channel has 500 or 10,000 or 300,000. You know, he's willing to help and he's just the Cold Case Foundation and everything that he does. Like, that's what this community can be about for good. Like, that's the people that we can support for the good of actual cases that need help, and that's what he does. The Evansdale, I mean, the Amber Crumb, I mean, the list is so long, and so many of them we don't even know, because that's not what it's about for him, and that he offers and his foundation supports that is really awesome. And that's like, the contrast of your money going towards the good. You've all seen the interviews with Mr. Crumb, Larry. Like, you have to be a cold-hearted a-hole to not want to do everything in your power to help that man find his little girl. Drew Collins, another one. Like, you have to be a complete piece of shit person and not want to help that man solve the murder of his little girl and her cousin. Like, and like the Barbara Hall, another one on Southern Gal, and like, to want to get to the bottom of what happened to her son Timmy Dees, and then many other parents that we've seen their pleas, and get behind that. If you have money to spare, send it there. Don't send it to freaking lying, habitually violent felons who have admittedly lied about this case, but wants you to believe he's not lying now. And that tells people he's gonna he literally said this. It's in Burns' video. That Abby and Libby would want him to beat people up. Are you kidding me? You're gonna give your money to that? Like, get out of this community. Like, I'm so done with it. It's just, but yeah, those lines. But when you get your carpets clean, and then they like, well, the person that cleans my carpet is my uncle. So but he does this for his whole business. But they clean your carpet, and then they take that wonderful rake, and like rake it all, just so pretty. And then I broke it. But he gave me one, and I had it for years, and I used it, and then it broke. But it was time that I let go of the raked carpet every day, because that was really starting to bother the dog and the people that live here. So yeah, we had to let go of my raking days, but it's still great. Okay, Boston, before you leave, what was the name of the sweatshirt I need to have made? After the bad man, I have to check all the closets from back right to left, then again, all of them on each floor, the basement rooms, the crawl space, every corner. But better now. Yeah, I refuse to live on anything but concrete. I couldn't handle it. I could stay at Airbnbs when they have like a basement, and forget sleeping. But there's like little things you can buy for doors, so you can like make sure you're secure. So I do have a few of those, and I'm not above using a chair. And I do like little things that'll make sounds and like fall if people are gonna come in. Yeah, but I've gotten better about that too. So I'm glad you've gotten better with me. True Crime Web, you are very kind. All the families appreciate the awareness and the good channels bring. I wish the community of these great channels see their grateful tears. Yes. Who did? We'll never get there. He got over 600 years, so he'll never not ever be there. I know that taking carpets sounds so good. What? I'm confused. Johnny. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And then that's the thing that's like, for the people that actually have dealt with it since childhood, it like is such a like when I'm like, oh, and people are just like, oh my gosh, I'm so OCD. I'm just like, you have no idea how awful it is, how irrational and difficult to live with because it's there's egosyntonic like mental illness and there's ego dystonic where with dystonic, which is what OCD falls in, you're aware that you're the one that is disordered, okay? So you know that like some of mine are just really inappropriate for like this space to tell of some of the real phobic driven compulsions that I have are really quite strange. But like everybody like thinks that you're gonna be like that one movie, you know, with Jack Nicholson. And yeah, I can't step on cracks and I don't like to touch things, and like I try to get better and do like there's certain therapies that really do are effective, like desensitizing therapies, which I've been doing for years. But there's just some things that like no. Like I'm not going to eat a green bean and a mashed potato together ever again. I tried 10 years ago and I still get like a buildup of saliva and almost like gag at the thought of that because I was trying to be brave and do it for my kids because they were starting to have weird meal habits because I have a pattern of eating and I can't have food touching and I can't eat. I have to eat one thing at a time. Unless it's a soup, I can eat soup. So weird. That's why I know it's not rational. But yeah, I was trying to be brave and like show the girls that they can eat, you know, like mix their food up. And I ate a green bean and a mashed potato on one fork. Oh my God. And it's so stupid. Like, I know that. Like, I still feel like I can taste those. Like, I can still, it just takes me back. And this literally happened 10 years ago. Like, there's just things that I can't do it. I can't. I will leave I've gotten a little better, but I will leave someplace if I have to have my back to the door. I'd rather go home. Like, no, I'm not putting up with it. I'll ask people well, Mr. Cold Truth is really good about asking people to move for me, but he probably shouldn't enable me like that, but some things just aren't worth the fight. Hey, Pumpy Vinyl. How are you? Is Randy here? Hey, Cody. Yeah. Hey, Cunningham, how are you? Yeah, I do too. And I do still plan on doing finishing the rest of the testimonies for the Delphi case, because like I said, I want to see how you know, attending the trial, if it changes, you know, like I want to be able to see how my my own reactions, interpretations evolve over time of this case. I doubt that I'm going to be moved by much. I'm definitely not going to be moved by freaking fools. And I don't think people really understand how like inappropriate Dr. Perlmutter is. How unprofessional, and using her, like I said, anthropological methodologies would be perfect for understanding a tribe in Guyana, in a third world country that are cut off from everything civilized, everything Western, and if they were transplanted into the middle of Indiana. Because the things that they do not view them as murder as we would. It is a part of their ritual. That would be a ritualistic homicide that Perlmutter could give a great, because that's what anthropological methodologies, forensic anthropology is about, is putting it into perspective of culture and geography, like the geographical, the cultural, the historical, but they do practice witchcraft. So imagine if they were transplanted into Western civilization. But this is what they do. This is what they do. They believe in this. This is not a murderous act of just wanting to murder someone for their own pleasures. They do this for the good of their tribe. This is like, we cannot understand this because we have grown up and live in a civilized country, right? But this would, if they were transplanted here, she would be great in helping us Americans understand that the cultural differences of why they murdered this little baby because it was born breech versus why, mommy, daddy, dearest do it all the time in the United States. So for her to try to apply that to Western culture and the methodologies of understanding why civilized, it doesn't freaking apply. It pisses me off, and I'm so much talking about the when it relates to ritualistic ritualistic homicide. Okay, it doesn't relate. It doesn't. And it's so irresponsible. And then on to boot, you have a professional who didn't even take she didn't even look into the person that is accused of the crime. She was spoon-fed information that the defense wanted her to see. And then she comes out and says, absolutely, this is a ritualistic homicide. Get the fuck out of here. Like that should piss everybody off. Like, we should be really worried about whatever she's the head of. Like, that's sick. Like, she's sick. I read all their books. I got them over here, and they talk about that, of wanting, there's chapters and chapters in all their books, all of the greats. But to say that, like, what I do is just so much, it's so different. It's literally different. I literally wrote the book on it. Like, I'm literally the it of it. Gross. But no. And people are mad at Judge Gall for throwing all that crap out. When come to find out, not sure if you all saw it, don't really feel great about it. Don't think that person is doing the righteous thing either. But apparently all of the leaders of the Free Allen crew don't actually believe that the Odins did it. Isn't that rich? Isn't that rich? Really? Wow. Well, I'm glad, Cindy. Well, I'm here to make you laugh. I try. Hey, Crystal Blue Persuasion. Checking in for replay. Yeah. I hear ya. I like to put everybody on 1.5. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like to call it that either, but it is. If you look at the definition of it, like it definitely like causes like you'll have like a bad experience, or I'll get it in my head that something is, I'm like, and I'm like a Christian, so I don't know why I get trapped in this karma stuff, but I do of like, oh, I thought these thoughts, so like if I do this, then that's gonna happen because I've built up like bad karma for like thinking that thought, or just like whatever. Or I'll do something and it'll have like, it's usually around noise for me. Like I'll have a really bad freak out about Johnny burping. I'm just kidding, Johnny. But then like it'll trigger panic attacks, and then I just do things to like avoid that. But it is usually like an auditory thing for me. Paul, I get it was from the Unraveling, and then he like split, and then he outed them and like showed a bunch of their private screenshots or whatever, and then gave him the murder sheet. Ew, whatever. I don't like any of them. Nobody can make me. I don't care what side they are or whatever. But I do want to say that people can attend these court hearings. I did it. And there's no need to like be rude, or just because there's people online that you don't like, or that they might be there, or someone that you used to like, you don't have to like, you can just be professional and like not start weird crap and like kangaroo fight outside the courtroom like Snake and Noe. They literally look up kangaroos fighting, and while they're like not kangaroos, like these kangaroos are so muscular, it's weird. But Google kangaroos fight. Maybe I'll show it to you real quick because it's great. We'll leave on the kangaroos fighting. No, I want real kangaroos. I don't.
For kangaroos,
Oh, we don't want a documentary on
the
it.
effort is worth it because a champ.
Come on. I mean, that was okay, but it's not as funny. I'm trying. Ugh. Freaking documentaries on it.
Kangaroos fighting at the pub.
I guess this one will do, because I'm sick of looking for them. This is the kangaroos fighting at the pub. So great. I watch a ton of these kangaroos fighting because it brings me happiness. All right, you guys ready? Can you see it? Okay, yeah. Ooh, I like
Kangaroos
that.
fighting at the pub.
Let's watch it. Is that not it right there? Like, oh, look at this guy. Oh, my Lanta.
But man, you are a big kangaroo. Ooh, those arms.
Legs.
Oh,
I wish it would just show, like, keep showing you what you want on the shorts. That's my only, like, beef with shorts.
Birds are singing, la da 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 dee. Yesterday is dead to me. I feel the ground beneath my feet.
Playing all this stuff. Okay, guys. Hey, 70s hippie. That's all right. That's okay. It's a weekend. People should be having lives. I don't know what I did there. Hopefully I'm back. But I just came back to say goodnight. I hope you all have a fantastic Sunday. And to the special couple out there that got married today, congratulations. I will be sending you your gift, which is monetary, because I know you guys need it right now. And I'm sorry that I couldn't be there tonight. And I hope you guys had a wonderful reception. And I am so happy for you. And you guys are adorable. On that note, everybody, have a good one.